basketball. I started playing basketball since I was a baby. My dad played basketball, my mom played basketball. So I was always around the game. I'm a professional basketball player, played in the NBA 6 years, overseas for about 9 years now.
Walton back to Parker. Parker has yet to miss from the field, and
man, sometimes you got to use every inch of that rim to get one to drop. And Smush Parker.
I played for 6 NBA teams: the Cleveland Cavaliers, Detroit Pistons, Phoenix Suns, LA Lakers, Miami Heat, and the LA Clippers. So,
Ray Allen with all 7 of his points within a 90-second stretch early on. Oh! Parker turns up a facial on Patomato. Smush Parker.
My journey to the NBA is an interesting one. I was actually discovered playing basketball in the streets of New York City. Basketball, street ball is rampant here in New York. I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, Kings County Hospital. Flatbush raised me. I played in 3 NBA Summer Leagues, and I was discovered by the Cleveland Cavaliers, who gave me a chance to make their team. And 15 games into the season, I was their starting point guard. When I watched Michael Jordan play on TV, I knew immediately that's what I wanted to do. Immediately. I didn't have a plan B. I didn't have a plan C. Playing basketball at that level was plan A, and I was going to enforce plan A. So when I finally got there, it was a dream come true, because we have so much access to basketball here in New York. It builds a competitive drive for us to be better than the next guy. So it puts a chip on our shoulder. Playing in the NBA definitely wasn't what I expected. Well, I expected the NBA, when I view basketball, I view it as a sport. I view it as a game, something that you love to do. It's unfortunate, but basketball here in America has become a business. Basketball, you know, in other countries is still a sport. It's still a game that people love, and you know, they are entertained by the sport of the game. Here, playing in the NBA, it was kind of stealing the love and the joy from me. And I got to a low point in my career where I started to not really like the game, and at that point, I decided that I needed to walk away. Well, growing up, my family was big on going to church, so I was always in the church. And of course, at that age, I didn't understand religion. I didn't understand who the Lord was and, you know, who God was, but the seeds were planted. My whole career, I would say, pretty much my whole career in the NBA, I felt like there was something missing. Even though I achieved making the NBA, even though I had dreams of having money and cars and buying my parents a home, buying them a car and jewelry and all of that stuff, which I, you know, had and was able to, do for my family, I wasn't happy. I was still searching for something greater. And how could that be? I've achieved everything that I wanted to do, but I still felt a void, still felt empty. And it wasn't until I found my church, that I grew up in, and I got reunited with Christ, and I started learning about the ways of the Lord, and trying to live for God, that I found that piece that I was missing. Here in New York City and in Brooklyn, I've partnered up with the PAL system, Police Athletic League, and it's a good program. It's actually free for the kids. Have I ever gotten technical fouls during the season? I have quite a few. I don't promote it.
Smush was very passionate about giving back to the community, especially in Brooklyn, but in all of New York City. The kids loved it. We're looking forward to working with Smush again in the future and all of our 24 sites.
I feel good about this partnership, and I feel like I could give back and inspire, a lot of the kids here in Brooklyn. I always want the kids that you see here in the park every day. I was them. I see the follow through. Let me see 2 in a row. And I know these kids have a dream. I had a dream. And I just want to give back to the kids here in Brooklyn and let them know that dreams do come true and to believe in themselves, because without you believing in yourself, nothing will happen. It's a tie game.